Deeper than the depths of the ocean, stronger than the mightiest mountains, and higher than the vast skies, is the sacrifice that is made for the sake of Allah. O listener, take your heart back to that time when the sacred land of Makkah was still in its early state. The walls of the Kaaba were not yet towering into the heavens. Rather, they were still taking form in their blessed construction. In that holy city lived a noble man named Abdul Muttalib, known for his honesty, honor, and courage. He was not only the chief of Quraysh, but also the custodian of the Kaaba. Allah placed in his heart a noble intention to sacrifice the most precious thing he possessed for his sake. One day, this intention came before him as a trial so great that merely hearing it makes hearts tremble. This happened at a time when Abdul Muttalib had only a few sons. In his heart arose a wish. If Allah granted him 10 sons and they all reached the age of maturity, he would sacrifice one of them in the path of Allah. Time passed. One by one his sons were born. When the number reached 10, Abdul Muttalib remembered the vow he had made to his Lord. Determined to fulfill it, he prepared himself for the greatest act of devotion. No excuse, no fear, and no worldly bond could deter him. His faith rose above all earthly love. The chief of Quraysh gathered all his sons and explained the vow he had made. His sons, understanding that this was a matter of Allah's command, accepted his decision. However, the method of deciding which son would be sacrificed was through drawing lots, as was the custom among Quraysh. The names of all his sons were written on wooden arrows and brought before the Kaaba. The draw was made, and destiny chose the name of Abdullah, the most beloved son of Abdul Muttalib, famed in all of Makkah for his beauty, nobility, and character. As Abdullah's name was announced, the atmosphere changed. The people of Makkah were stunned. Would Abdul Muttalib truly sacrifice his most beloved son? But without hesitation, Abdul Muttalib declared that the vow he had made to Allah would be fulfilled. He held his son, ready to sacrifice him. Yet the elders of Quraysh and the people intervened. They said, Abdul Muttalib, you are the leader of Quraysh. If you do this, fear will spread among the people. Think again, find another way. Abdul Muttalib replied, this is a vow between me and Allah. I cannot break it. However, at their urging, it was decided to consult a wise man from Medina. When the matter was explained to the wise man, he said, in place of Abdullah, sacrifice camels. If the draw still chooses Abdullah, increase the number of camels by 10 each time. Thus the process began. First 10 camels, then 20, then 30, until the number reached 100. When the draw was made with 100 camels, destiny shifted. This time the lot fell upon the camels instead of Abdullah, and all 100 camels were sacrificed. It was a moment of profound significance. A father had made a firm resolve to sacrifice his beloved son for Allah's sake, but Allah replaced that sacrifice with 100 camels. Abdullah's life was spared, yet the test of faith and loyalty was recorded forever in history. This was the same Abdullah who would later become the father of the final messenger, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam. This sacrifice was like the first luminous step in the divine chain that would guide humanity until the day of judgment. The sacrifice of Abdul Muttalib teaches us that a vow made to Allah should never be broken, no matter how difficult it may seem. Allah looks at the sincerity of His servants' heart and rewards them according to their intention. Sacrifice is not only of life or wealth, it is also the sacrifice of desires, emotions, and attachments. When such a sacrifice is made purely for Allah, its reward is both in this world and in the hereafter. O listener, this story is a message for you. Ignite in your heart the passion to sacrifice everything for the sake of Allah. When you make a vow, fulfill it, for Allah's promises are true. His reward never fades, and He never abandons His sincere servants. Walk on this path of faith and make it your life's mission that your highest priority is the pleasure of your Lord. If you found this faith-inspiring story valuable, subscribe to our channel so that more such Islamic and historical stories can reach you. Together, let us spread the light that brightens the world with the radiance of faith.